Those men, they walk by you every day. We can identify that shit a mile away. We ain't finna say nothing to you. You walk around with your little $5, $10 spandex outfit on. Cause think about it, ain't no more than $20, $30 spandex outfit. And you showing all your ass and got your hairdo together. You ain't even wearing an outfit that costs $100. And you over here acting like that. Get out of here with that shit. And the man gotta have all this shit and you talking about you a prize? Get out of here. He got the car, he got the jewelry, he got the clothes, the shoes, the money, the house, the income a year. And you talking about you the prize and he got all the shit and you ain't got none of it. You out of shape, nothing. Oh my gosh, bro. This shit make you want to pop a vessel in the brain just thinking about how crazy that shit sound. Listen to me. If I happen to get the chance to be in the company of a wealthy person with money, big person, and I wanted to get to them, I ain't finna go around them, bothering them, giving them problems. I'm gonna be myself and just be cool, but I'm not finna get them no, hey man, how you got this, man? Let me see that, man. Let me see. Nah, bro, I ain't no fan like that. I'm not that guy. Let me get a picture with you. I don't care about no damn pictures. I know so many celebrities. I don't take pictures with them like that. And they know me personally. I don't take pictures with them like that. I'm cool. I can see them as just another person. I just look at the mindset. I see what he spends the money on, the way he carries himself, the things he chooses to buy, and I'm seeing him in his physical, in the stuff he's doing, the decisions he's making. I'm seeing his brain. I'm seeing what he do, the things he do. Remember, first it's the enhancement of the mind. When the mind gets enlightened with God's light and the wisdom, then if he follows through and does the work, the body follows the mind. The mind is doing the weights, the mind is doing the money, and the body is following it. So when I want to see his mind, I just look at the things he's physically done. Because remember, he thinks it first, then he does it. She thinks it first, then she does it. So if she physically made herself look like this with her hairdo, she thought of it first. Because you couldn't do it if you didn't think it. So all I have to do is look at his car, the way he carries himself, the stuff he's buying, the things he's doing, and I see his mindset, how he spends his money. Then I look at the type of things he bought and I can see his choices, the way he thinks, the selections that he make. Then I can see the colors he picking over and be like, okay, that's his color. He like that color and he like that color. It's a lot of stuff you don't have to ask, and you could just pay attention carefully and closely, and you could see it in people. I'm real good at it. But anyway, and there's a lot of people like way better than me at it. But let me just tell you something. Ain't nobody coming for her. You ask any man. Well, that's why I want men to talk in the comments about the video. Because if the women look at the video and then they hear what I'm saying to them, and then they look in the comments and the men are telling the same thing about the same situation, the women have one or two choices. She could stay in her world and try to ignore what the men are saying and say it's these handful of guys. But if she go down 20, 30, it's going to be the same shit. Or she can say, wow, all these men from everywhere, different colors and creeds and nationalities and walks of life, all agree in saying the same shit. Then why are all these men saying the same thing? Because let me tell you something, ladies. You can run, but you can't hide. If 30 guys or 10 guys say the same thing, the next 20, the majority of that 20 going to say the same thing the first 10 just said. If we go to 60, the next 60, most of the 60 going to say the same thing the first 60 just said. So you're not going to get away from it. What that is showing you, ladies, in case you didn't get that in the mathematical add up and breakdown, no matter where you go, the men are on the same page, most of them. That means you're going to keep running into this same shit. So if the last 20 men told you no, they ain't doing it, the next 100 going to tell you the same thing. Now, however much time it take you to go through that 100, that's going to be on you. But the next 100 going to tell you the same thing. Because most men, a lot of them are pretty reasonable. And when I tell a woman, I say, when you go back to the streets, you'll remember, you'll miss me then, because you'll see what I do. And they always want to come back, and I don't take them back. That's the key. I don't want the leftovers of them dudes you went talking to, that you gave yourself to, that didn't give you shit. Because that's what you done did, because you've been on the streets fucking people, and you ain't got shit to show for it. So you've been giving yourself to people that ain't giving you shit. I don't need to ask you that. I'm looking at that, because you ain't got shit. You're in the same boat. So get the hell out of here with that crazy shit. You gonna come over here and think I'm gonna talk back to you, and you done went to the streets and been dead by this dude and choked by that dude and spit in the face and dead in the room by this dude. And I want that? Hell no, you can keep them leftovers. That's like taking, ladies, so you get it. That's like taking the plate, and then you gave me the plate, you made it for me, and then you took the plate from me, and then you gave the plate to this guy, and he ate something and slobbed on it. Then you gave the plate from that guy, and you took it to the other guy, and he spit in it and rubbed his fingers in it. And then you took it over to this guy right here, and he nibbled on it, and then he ate the other shit he didn't like. Then you bringing the plate back over to me after you done went through them motherfuckers, and then you're saying, here you go, I'm ready to settle down. Like, man, hell no. That's nasty as shit. I don't want that shit. You went to all them and gave that shit over. It's different if you'd already did that and you didn't do it that much. Some people just can't be saved. So let me try to clear that up. But it's, if you had those three guys first, and then you came over here, and then I didn't know you, and you did that, and it was just those three, or maybe, you know, a small number, just a little bit, and you didn't get dead to that degree, I could accept that plate. But to me now, we're going to remake the plate. We're going to bring out a brand new plate. We're going to remake the plate, because it ain't really been through much. But if it done been through a whole field of people before me, I don't want that shit. If it been through a bunch of guys, I don't want it. If it been through 15, 20 guys, I don't want it. I don't want it. And most men feel like that, ladies, is the best analogy I could probably give you. Men don't want the leftovers. If you was already with him and she went back to the streets and she's coming back, guys, she done been with other guys. And they ain't had to do none of the stuff that you did. So you gonna have to get rid of her, because she went right away and started sleeping with other men. And then now coming back over here to you. Now, ladies, I'm sorry, that don't work like that. We don't want that. Okay? She's lucky to get a man. She's lucky to get a guy with a pulse, with a heartbeat, that's even willing to be with her. She is lucky. And look at her with her little small glimmer of luck, small glimmer of light and hope. What is she doing with it? Slapping it, kicking it, beating it down, insulting it, disrespecting it. So now that white dude dealing with that kind of black chick, the reason why the black man ain't there is the same reason why the white man is getting what he getting. He's seeing why the black man ain't there, and now he don't want to be there, because he ain't finna deal with that shit. He's saying that, listen to me, let me make something clear. The shit that she's saying to him, all the men she talked to, she did the same shit to them. And all those men left for that same attitude, that same disrespect, that same selfishness that she gave. That's the reason why the other men left. They don't want her. And if 10 more men came, she ain't gonna change her attitude. She gonna get that same result that all the men is gonna give her in the end. Wax her ass and go about their business. She is recreational use only. And that is, and I'm telling you how the men see it, because any man will tell you, if any man want, like, for most men, she don't even qualify. They will just walk right on by her. And she passes the men and she want every day, and they will not, they'll walk right on by her. They won't even engage in a conversation with you. We won't want nothing to do with you. But to the men that she will deal with, she will be recreational use only. And all of us as men know that that's true. If any man deals with her, he gonna sleep with her and keep it moving. He not gonna date her. So the men that she will get to sleep with, or that she is dealing with, they are waxing her ass and they going on about their business. Ain't nobody dating her, and ain't nobody gonna date her, and they definitely ain't gonna marry her. Because if he don't want to date you, ladies, he's definitely not gonna marry you. So she's not marriage material. She's not girlfriend material. Listen to her attitude and look at her babies and look at what she's saying. She is recreational use only. So if we had to give her a place, she would be recreational use only. I'm going to start breaking it down like that. And because you ladies need to understand this. Because I know that once y'all understand that light bulb come on, hopefully most of y'all is coming too late. But when that light bulb come on, some of y'all will be able to be saved. Y'all still might be able to get you somebody, but she ain't getting nobody. And all the ones that's in this category, which the majority have that kind of attitude, you better look good with that attitude like that. Because if not, ain't nobody finna be with you. No man don't want to be with Oscar the Grouch. And guess what Oscar the Grouch on Sesame Street gonna get? Left. You might get 10 years, you might get 5, you might get 25. You're going to get left. Because at the end of the day, who wants to live their life in misery, in depression, in drama, in disrespect? Men are big on respect. And when you disrespecting a man and trying him and talking to him like that, ain't no man gonna want no woman like this every day to deal with. I'm sorry. Nobody's gonna want it. So she's on her own. She's on her own. She ain't gonna have him. And she gonna be thinking, oh, well, good riddance, I don't want to deal with that. I'm finna go talk to this other guy. And the other guy, like I just said, recreational use only. He telling her what she want to hear. He gonna wax her ass. He could be fair too. He telling her what she want to hear. He gonna wax her ass, get his little knob slobbed on and do his thing, and he gonna be out. The minute she started getting out of hand, he just gonna walk away. And she think, oh, I'm the boy. I got rid of him. No, he already, the prize that he wanted, he done already retrieved it. That was just asleep with you. Ladies, when we come to date you, we're not thinking about marriage when we initially first start talking to you. We're just seeing how your attitude is, if we could even tolerate you to date you. First, we have to get along with you. We have to be attracted to you. Then we have to be attracted to you. Then we have to get along with you. And your attitude have to be good for that. You have a bad attitude, ain't no man gonna want to deal with that on a daily basis. I had a lady come to me not that long ago and approach me and say, I want a financial and a romantic relationship. Black lady, of course. And I asked her, I said, explain to me how you get those two things. And it took her a while to write back because she wrote me that shit. And I say, explain to me how you get those two things together. And it took her a while to write back. And you know what dumb shit she came back with to say? She said, well, the men can give both. I say, how can he give both? He can be romantic and he could be financial. That's what she said. That was the best she could do. That was the best she could do. I say, let me explain something to you, Miss Lady. I say, if you come to a man about financial, he's not going to see you in a romantic way because you're making it about money. And we ain't going to associate money with romantic. Men ain't going to see that. We're going to see you as a bill. So now this becomes a transaction when you start talking about financial. So when you start asking the man for money, ladies who think this way and who shares that same mindset, when you start talking to men about financial, doing something for you which involves money, now you're going to have to, there's a trade-off. And this is what I told her. I say the only thing that's in your future, the fact that you're asking for it shows that it doesn't exist because you ain't getting it. Because if you had it, you wouldn't be asking me for it. And you're only asking me for it because you conceded I got some money. But I ain't no rich guy, but you conceded I got a little something, something. So you figure I could pay your expensive price. And I could, but I'm not going to do that. Why would I give my money to a woman that's not my wife and I ain't sleeping with and I ain't got nothing with? That shit just don't make no sense. I say if you come to a man for financial, he's going to see it as a transaction because it is. And now, if he does something for you, if he scratches your back, you're going to have to scratch his back. And when I said that, if he give you that, you're going to have to do something for him because he's doing something for you. She didn't say another word to me. She didn't say another word to me because she knew it was true. And she'd already shot herself in the foot if she wanted to talk because that wasn't going to happen. And guess what? I would say she was a 5 in the face. she had went and got her a little booty job, and she thought she was entitled to something, and don't know that the booty job brought her numbers down drastically. She had fake hair, fake nails, fake eyelashes, pound of makeup on her face. She was a bit on the heavy side, and she went and got a big outrageous booty, and she thought that she was finna get something. I looked at her like the meatball man, like SpongeBob. I call those SpongeBobs. She was a SpongeBob, and I wasn't feeling that shit. You know, SquarePants, this square with the little stick legs. She was a SpongeBob. So I was like, no, bro. And then think, I'm being nice. I'm not just clowning her. I'm being nice. But to think she really believed that in her head. She's running around approaching men talking about this. And no men are accepting the deal because it's a shitty deal. She's offering nothing. And she thinks because she went and got that little surgery that entitled her to something. And she looked at horrible with it. I didn't say nothing about that part. I just told her that. And she didn't say nothing else to me. Because she came right at me saying that shit. And then I just came right back and told her how I felt. And I just, man, look, it's craziness out here. It's craziness out here. I had a lady come on my Facebook that I don't even know how she's on my Facebook. Because there's so many different people. And I don't use Facebook like that. And the lady came on my Facebook and she said, couldn't you, a white lady, she lived in Tampa. Okay. I'm in Miami. I don't know her. She's on my Facebook though. And she says, can you cash out me? This is the first thing she said. She didn't say, hey, how you doing? Nothing. I think she did say, hey. She didn't ask me how I was doing. She just said, hey, could you cash out me $40 until Friday? I need to get my grandbaby some Pampers and I need to get my grandbaby some Pampers and some milk. That's what she said. Oh my God. And she said, I need to get my grandbaby some Pampers and some milk and a little bit of groceries just until Friday when I get paid. This is the way she started the conversation. The problem there is I don't even know the lady, never seen her, nothing. Even if her face looked familiar, I don't know her, right? She's coming to a stranger with a bunch of bullshit. And I asked her, I said, well, what made you? This was my next thing. I say, do you know me? Well, yeah, I've seen you. You know, I say, where? Because I'm in Miami, you're in Tampa. Oh, you know, well, you know, I've been down there, but I said, listen, we ain't got to go there. I said, what made you hit me up to ask me that? She said, well, you look like you got it. That's what she said. She said, you look like you got it. I say, so because I look like I got it, there's no, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm so sorry. I say, no, let's finish. Because I look like I got it, you're going to approach me right off the rip and ask me for $40 until Friday. Well, yeah, you know, I'm good. I'm good for it. I could pay you back. I say, where's the baby's daddy and your daughter, the child's mother and father? Oh, you know what? I'm so sorry that I asked you for money. I said, so you can't answer the question? Well, no, I don't want to get, you know, into the personal stuff but you can come to me personally and ask me for some personal money. The fuck out of here with that crazy shit. You cut that shit down. You shotgun that shit as soon as it started. You shotgun that shit. Cut that shit and burn it. Burn that shit. Sever that shit. You don't let them. Guys, that's what you gotta do. You don't let them come in with that shit. I shotgun, machine gun that shit. Torch that shit as soon as it starts. I am not playing that shit. My money is my money. I can do a lot with my motherfucking money. I'm not finna give my money out like that. Get out of here with that shit. Get the hell out of here with that shit. That shit crazy. Soon as they come in with that crazy shit, I shotgun that shit through machine gun it. I Jason Machete that shit. I'm not playing that shit. Cause I know if it start like that, it'll keep going. Nah, bro, you ain't finna approach me like that. Get out of here. So I practice even with people I ain't gonna deal with. I have to shine. You have to shine some light on these dark souls. Post soul. I say, so you dealing with men, because she wasn't a bad looking lady. I said, so you dealing with men there that can't even give you $40? I say, do you have somebody, for the answer, I say, you have somebody you talking to? She said, well, yeah. But, it ain't so good. I have a few guys. They always come off like they got options. I have a few guys I'm talking to. I say, and out of those few guys you talking to, ain't none of them got $40? When I said that, she was silent as a church mouse. You could drop a row of quarters. You could do I'm going to drop the Cash App sound on there. You could drop a row of fucking quarters. You couldn't hear nothing. She was quiet. She didn't say shit. All I heard was, I'm so sorry I asked you for that money. I am so sorry that I asked you. I said, you ain't got to be sorry, sweetheart. I'm just letting you know you shouldn't approach people you don't know about money. Just because I got it don't mean I'm giving it to you. I said, what you giving me for my money? I'm so sorry that I asked you about the money. I said, you think I'm going to give you $40? I don't know you. I said, you ain't a bad looking lady, but you think I'm finna pay for your daughter and her messed up man she chose, baby, to get some Pampers, some milk, and some groceries for you to eat with the dudes that come? Get the hell out of here. Some people just, like I said, they brains ain't there. The lights on, but ain't nobody home. I shotgunned that shit, machine gun that shit, Freddy and Jason that shit, and burned that shit before it could get anywhere near me. I torched that shit. It ain't coming over here. Do. I'm not. As soon as I see it, I ain't playing it. I am cutting that shit down. That's why I say homegirl is lucky to get a guy that was even willing to do it. And he was a white dude. A heavy white dude, and he was willing to do it. And look at what she did with her only love. God, listen, if this was God, all the men left, right? And she begged for the men, they came. She treated them like shit, they left, right? And he sends her, this probably the umpteenth man. Let's say this the 100th guy. And she keep begging for this guy. And he sends her the guy in a different color, different shape and form. And she gets the opportunity. This is God approaching her in another form. And she turns around and talks to him like that. And guess what? He's saying, let this fat bitch down. Let this bitch choke on a Twinkie cake. Let her ass choke on one of them niggas. Let her ass choke on one of them burgers. Let her ass choke. We don't give a shit. It ain't ours. And I'm sorry, but this is the reality. It's the world we live in. That's not mine. I don't give a shit. Just like the women don't care about our problems, we don't care about her problems. Let her ass choke on that motherfucking chicken nugget. I ain't getting that shit. You beggars can't be choosers. He spent $45 on some kids that ain't even his, and he said that. It ain't his responsibility, ladies. Your problems are your problems. You want somebody to hear your excuse and hear your damn sob story and feel bad for you and give you some shit like a welfare case or a poster child.
Just on him begging more than the damn homeless people. They getting on here po mouth and they starting off with a goddamn story that nobody want to hear, goddammit. Everybody's struggling. And then you look at their nails is did so pretty and they so long. And I know they paid $150 to $200 for them. Then they got these lace front wigs on their head, the eyebrows, eyelashes, and all did. Everybody's struggling. Everybody bound to have a light bill, $400 and $500. A lot of people got bigger fish to fry. I'm about to get put out my house. Y'all got a motherfucking badass story, but ain't nobody goddamn gonna buy that goddamn story. Y'all might as well get off y'all ass, put your big panties on, and figure it out. Y'all better get on here and do something. If it ain't never busted open, y'all better do something, because ain't nobody on here better be giving out no goddamn money, and we already in poverty as it is. We trying to figure this shit out too. So y'all could get off of here trying to bring this sob-ass story to life. Because I'm not going to read that goddamn book and I'm not going to pay for it. So get the hell off here with that begging and shit.
Nigga ain't getting you shit. No. Hell no. They don't owe it to you. So if we do it, it's nice. It's out of the kindness of a person's heart. You should be appreciative to that person. They don't have to do that. That's his money. He could take that shit and go somewhere and have a great time with them $45. I know I could. So get the hell out of here. That's what I got to say about that. Get the hell out of here. Goodbye. Have a good day. And I hope the video helped me. Everybody, guys, please leave it in the comments. As the video goes and spreads, I want everybody who watch it, put in the comments what you would do with her in this situation. Ladies, I want you to pay attention to them comments from the men. Because I'm trying to show y'all something. I'm trying to wake y'all the hell up. The men are on the same fucking page. And that means common sense is here. We ain't dealing with that shit. That's where God lives. And the real shit. And we ain't dealing with it. We don't want no parts of it. We ain't dealing with it. And if you don't want to deal with the reality that you living in, that all us are like this, then you better go get in the shoebox or go hide in a shack over on Bafuka's Island somewhere, your made up land, because even there you can't survive without a man. So you going on with that shit. Good luck to you. We don't care. I'm going to tell you now. We
tell you right now. We don't care.
Don't care. There's too many of y'all. We can only marry one. Y'all don't want to share. So there really ain't no more options for you. This white guy is offering her something. The black guys ain't there. Lil D and all them, they made the babies. They gone. They don't want her. They done banged her, blowed her up, and they ain't nobody ain't married her ass. Trust me. And they don't want her. And then he's trying. Listen, he came in, he trying, and she's shooting him down. Like she just got a plethora of options, and all these great guys with the money out there that's gonna come and buy her kids something. And all the niggas that breaking her back, trust me, she slobbing on somebody now. She giving it up. She tooting over for somebody. They ain't buying the kids shit. Them baby daddies, if she still sleeping with any one of them niggas, they ain't buying that baby shit. And she ain't going to them for it, because she know they ain't gonna give it to her. But she going to him and trying to be picky. That shit sound crazy if I ever heard it. And I have to say it because it is. That's what I'm going to say about this. That's all I'm going to say, because I go on this shit for the next 20 years, okay? This shit is a disease. It's horrible. It's a cancer. You got to shoot that shit, burn it, sever it. Don't even let it come over there. Because once it started like that, it's going to keep going, and you can't have nobody with you like that. Sorry, guys, but that's the truth. That's what that's my comment on it. Have a good day. Leave it in the comments. Do what I'm like, share, and subscribe the video. Leave it in the comments so the ladies can understand how we think, because they need to, so they can wake up. Even if you don't think they're going to wake up, it don't matter. They can't say they wasn't never told. That's my point. You can't say nobody told you nothing, because down the road, when you get in when they get all old and crumply and wrinkled and everything start sagging and hanging, that's when they going to go back and think about all the shit they saw and read and the shit they did, and they going to realize they made a mistake. And it only matters that they understand that you were given all the keys to the doors, and you just refuse to use the keys and turn them knobs and do the work. That's on you. Anyway, have a good day. Guys, if you like my video, give me the thumbs up. Okay? I put up a new video almost every day or every other day. So